Now be recorded.
Okay, friends. So once again, thank you the people who have joined so far and whoever watching the session now. Today we all know we are going to discuss about the major DevOps tools, which is really peak today and very demanding DevOps technologies. Right. Today we are going to understand. Okay. So fine. By end of this course, by end of the session today, you will be familiarized with the most important DevOps tools and which are the DevOps tools you need to enhance your technical knowledge, and which are the DevOps tools, right, can add benefit to your profile. Okay, today we all are almost in the position to upgrade our technical knowledge in your profile, correct? So in that case, this session will be definitely helpful to you. All right. So first of all, what is DevOps? Okay, so I'll tell you about today's agenda. First, I'm going to give introduction to cloud computing, and I'm going to tell you the what is introduction to DevOps, and I'm going to tell you about the different DevOps, major DevOps tools, and all those about. Okay, fine. Cloud computing, because the DevOps what we are going to learn now, basis of cloud. Okay, so cloud computing basically, if you take AWS or Azure or GCP, whatever it is, end of the day, it's a virtual data center, pay as you go model. For any organization, we need any specific servers or any storages or any networking devices, whatever. So you will get it from the cloud service provider as a virtual component over the internet, right? You will be accessing that cloud. Okay, that is what all your infrastructure virtually present online. Basically we are going into the form of pay as you go model. Okay, these are the leading cloud providers available in market: Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud. We all knows. Okay, so whatever the icons you are seeing here, right, all of them, these are the peak company in the world today. Flipkart, sorry, Facebook, Twitter, Netflix, BMW, Redbus, Hotstar. So these are the peak companies and organization. All of them, right, 100% they depends on cloud. They made their own automation in their platform. So automation is not simple automation, it's purely DevOps oriented automation. And most of these people, they are belongs to AWS cloud. Now I'm coming to the place of today's agenda. What is DevOps? So DevOps, so many of them, right, bit confusing, getting confusing by comparing developers and DevOps engineer. So there are totally two different role actually. So developer mean is the application developer, or it could be a any sort of uh, website developers or any mobile app developer. He is something a developer. He doesn't need to know any other operation perspective. He don't want to aware anything. But when you come to when you want to become a DevOps guy, you should be development plus operation. You should know both. Only then you can be proper and perfect DevOps guy actually. Okay, development, what does mean by development? You should know the scripting and things and stuff. And same way, operations, you need to know how these things can be done manually. So based out of it, right, we will have to provide a basic case. If you know something, manually how we are going to do, same thing you will automate it in using development. The combination of development and operation, right, which is calling it as a DevOps. In today's generation, there are many open source tools are available, okay, which is really important for our career growth, and which is really important for our if you go any interview, right, people know, if you know these are the DevOps tools, they'll give you added priority. Okay, so that is what very important. So now from now on, whatever the manual stuff we are doing with the DevOps, right, okay, all those things going to automate it. So every organization after cloud, they are focusing more for DevOps. Okay, why it is important? Okay, what is basically what is the advantage? First thing is time saving process. Once you have automated something, years on year, you can use the same automation setup. So you don't want to do any manual work. So once it's automated, later it becomes a time saving process. Automatically it will take care of it. Okay, so one time implementation basically. So for the whenever you work on any automation in DevOps using any DevOps tool, it may be, for the very first time you need to put your time and you have to put your effort along with your team. You need to build your setup. When the automation has been done, right, it's one time implementation basically. You don't want to worry about it. You don't want to repeatedly need not to work and repeatedly need not to focus or monitor nothing. Once it's been done, it will be runs for years of years. And avoid human errors. When you are not coming to DevOps, if you are still following the older mechanism, there will be lots of human mistakes can be possible. But when you did it as automation, so there is no possibility of human errors. Everything script will take care, my open source tools will take care. Basically, Today, people know they are not using much paid softwares, paid tools for DevOps for their automation work. Almost all the perspective of tools are available as in form of open source itself. Okay, and today almost all the tools are platform independent. It supports Windows, it supports Linux. It kind of almost many tools are integrated with the cloud also. Some tools are available with AWS, Azure, GCP. The cloud service provider itself, they are providing offering a DevOps tools. Okay, and end of the day, when all these things are possible, in of course your project productivity also keeps increase. When you're automating something in your environment, people the analytics telling 50% of manpower resource you can reduce in your platform. That is what the strategy says outside. So if 20 people are working in a project, if everything automated, we can reduce half of the workload. 50% of people, right? We can reduce it simply. That is what they are trying to mean. So yeah, I believe personally that is correct, because I experienced it personally, because close to I have 12 years of experience which happened in our project. How DevOps works. First, right, cloud engineer have to understand the requirement to be performed. So first, I'm categorizing as a 5 stages actually. First stage, we need to understand the requirement, what need to be performed. Once cloud engineer understand the things, DevOps engineer has to decide which tool to perform this action. Various DevOps tools are available. Jenkins available, GitHub, okay, GitLab, and Ansible, Terraform, Docker, Kubernetes. Okay, there are many tools are available. So DevOps tool have to decide, in order to perform this activity, what is the right tool. When you have a basic idea about the tool, right? When you have a basic idea about the tool, so it will be good actually. Okay, only then you will came to know about it. All right. So coming to, once your DevOps tool has been completed, okay, third step, third stage, right? Once tool has been decided, we'll have to focus for the language, what language it has to support, because today nowadays all the tools are providing their own scripting language actually. So if you take Terraform, there is something called HCL. It's provide its own language. So when you take other tools, something like Ansible, it supports only YAML. So YAML is a scripting language which has been updated here. So when you take other tools, something like Jenkins, when you are going to develop a pipeline, where you can find Groovy is the language. So each and every tool, right, has its own inbuilt supporting language. So based upon that only we have to go. So you need to be focused on the language as well, not only the tool. You have to be focused on language as well. Then we'll be implementing. Before implementing, finally we'll have a testing. Once we have tested thoroughly, we'll be implementing in the production. These are the way the DevOps workflow happening in the cloud. Yeah, behind the screen, lot many processes are there. Later I'll tell you, but for now, high level, you try to understand it. Okay, so fine. When you have to start work with DevOps, it can be any tool, right? You have to focus with prerequisites. Okay, without these three, you can't survive it. AWS basics, Linux basics, and Python basics. So why I'm telling like that, the one of the user-friendly, most easiest and most convenient cloud provider is Amazon Web Service. And second thing, whenever you take any DevOps oriented things, so 99.99% it should be from Linux based, not from the Windows based. Okay. The last one, you should know any one programming language. If you are a beginner, Python is the best approach for all of you. So you can go with Python. This is the prerequisite. Okay. So why I kept this slide over here, before understanding about each and every DevOps tools, right? Before understanding all those stuff, we are going to discuss about the prerequisites. That is the main reason. Fine, guys. Now I'll tell you the overall DevOps tools. Okay, which are the things are today really
Hi,
needed. Which
can
are the
we
things are
can we ask questions or
no, you don't want. You don't want to. You cannot ask questions here. No, you can go on mute now. If you have any question, end
okay,
of the session, I'll share the detail. You can email me or something. You can do.
okay,
See,
end of the session.
fine. So what happens? See, the reason is close to 35 members are here. Think about it. If you are each person asking one question, the entire session will go for question and answers. So we have not planned for that. If you want a question answer session, later we can plan for it. Okay. So fine. So coming to the major DevOps tools, which is peak in today's market. First one, right? Ansible, Jenkins. Don't mistake me. It's something made it in alphabet order. I'm not sure, but it's not the priority. But these are the tools. Each tools different purpose. So Ansible, Jenkins, SaltStack, Docker containerization, GitHub, Terraform, if you are from AWS background, right, it's good to know AWS CLI and AWS Lambda and Cloudformation and Kubernetes. These are the really peak cloud and cloud related DevOps tools which we have been using it over here. So fine. Here some of the tools, right, you can learn yourself by having a material. Okay, I can tell you what are those tools are, because my intention, the people, we see close to 32 members are online now. So how many of you totally new to all these tools? How many of you totally new to all these tools? You can unmute, just answer. Any people totally new to all these?
Yes, I'm just working on AWS from the operation side. Just know about CloudFormation and some of AWS CLI, and rest of all everything is new.
So forget about these three. These are inbuilt AWS mechanism. You can ignore it. So what about others? Except these three tools, what about remaining? Terraform, Jenkins,
New to
Kubernetes.
every other. New to every
Okay.
other.
Almost, I believe almost all of you guys will be in the same category. That's fine. See, in this tools it also, if you ignore these three tools, so we have Ansible, Jenkins. Even you can ignore this tool for now. Okay, it's not that much important. So Ansible, Jenkins, Docker, Git, Terraform, Kubernetes. So when you take 1 2 3 4 5 6 tools, okay, after ignoring all this, we are close to having 6 tools we are having. So in that important 6 tools, right, I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to suggest you now, which are the tools you can study by your own, and which are the tools, right, you need support from our side. Okay, that way I'm going to categorize it. Okay, first we'll start. Whenever you go for any interview, today all the interviewer, all the people, right, they are taking a candidate who already working in the project. So they don't want any theory. If you know Ansible, some people, right, will simply say, hey Hari, I know Ansible, I know Jenkins. But at the end of the day, when I go deep dive and I'm asking questions, right, they know the installation part of Ansible and Jenkins. That is not the way, because all the DevOps tools, installation and configuration is very, very simple. Even 12th standard guy can do that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, it's not about installation. You need to be familiarized with the projects. That's very important. It's not a thing. You have to be familiarized with the projects and the client requirement and client use cases. Okay, that is what our ultimate plan. Okay, so anyway, so when you take, so one second, guys. I think I came last, right? Okay, fine. So when you go for any people, right, whoever looking for job change, whenever they would like to change their career to a different company, or whenever they wanted to change their focus to different set of things, right? So you have to prepare your interview with all these DevOps tools with real-time project knowledge. Okay, sometimes what happened, right? I today nowadays I am noticing many set of people. This is the two memes. Okay, I found very funny in social media. I've taken this just to make you laugh. So basically, when you lie on your resume, somehow today people learning from YouTube or Udemy, they made it some stuff, or by most of you guys are heard about proxy interview, right? Behalf of you, somebody will be attending the interview. You will get a job. So when you are get into the job, okay, when you lie on your resume, still you get a job. See, this is how the Polish dog, right? A Polish dog jacket has been weared by this cat. Similar way, see, when you lie on this, okay, this is what exactly happening. So you have to be, when you are get into a job, you will be in trouble. Okay, people will simply think, hey, okay, I have a proxy. If I pay this 5,000, 10,000, they'll be attending interview behalf of me. Okay, people may, can say, and people may can do like that. But end of the day, right, when you get into the team, there will be 10, 20 members will be there. Except you, 19 members are expertise. You have lied on your resume since you don't have any proper knowledge on DevOps and things and stuff. It will be backfire for you. So it is not a right way of handling the thing and stuff. So to avoid these kind of situations, right, what I'm recommending, go ahead and learn the stuff clearly and consciously. That is very important. Okay, so let's get started with Ansible. Now on, I'll cover one by one DevOps tools that will give you a better clarity. First one, Ansible. So Ansible is the configuration management tool. Mostly today in real projects, right? When you take a live projects or when you take a live environment, what happens, right? We'll have a many EC2 instances. I mean many virtual machines. Using Ansible, what we are doing, right? All the patching and all the supported things and all the drivers update and managing things and stuff, executing the script, everything, right? We are done it through Ansible only. It's act as an automation tool as well as configuration management tool. Even though I have 100, 200, 300 types of instances, I'll be able to control it from Ansible. This is one of the important configuration management tool. We have some competitors also available for Ansible, something like Puppet, Chef, okay, SaltStack. Many other competitor tools are available. But at least if you are good in any one, that will be really, really good. Since you are a beginner, Ansible is the right tool for you to learn and kickstart your career. Okay, so it's a centralized tool. When you have 100, 200 virtual machines available in your platform, right? Using this, you can manage it. With respect to AWS, in Ansible, we can write playbook kind of scripts that will automate your AWS infrastructure. You don't want to worry about it. This is one of the key DevOps tool you have to understand. Okay, next one, Jenkins. Okay, even small baby to know, older, elder, he should know about this tool, because in DevOps environment, without Jenkins, it's very hard to find a project. I'm having 12 years experience. In my whole, out of all my careers, right, whichever the project, I closely worked on 14 to 15 different projects in my career. All the projects, right, I have noticed Jenkins comes into the first DevOps tool is very crucial actually. Jenkins comes as the first DevOps tool is very crucial. So that is what I'm telling you guys. So when you take Jenkins kind of a tool, it's a pipeline management tool. You can configure a multi-stage pipeline. You can have integrated many stuff. You can set up your CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment kind of job. So whatever the manual activity you are doing, right, that can be done through Jenkins. Okay, the biggest advantage with Jenkins, right? So you can use Jenkins in your cloud environment. You can use Jenkins in your development platform. You can use Jenkins in your what you can say. You can use Jenkins in your on premises. Okay, any platform, Jenkins is the system oriented, like very portable. You can adopt and you can make the automation using Jenkins. Okay, next one is containerization. Docker containers play a key role today. So because next to cloud, next to DevOps, every applications are becoming containerized. Okay, so all the applications are becoming containerized slowly. So it's very good to know if you have a Docker knowledge. So previously, initially people were using physical server, later it became virtual, later it became cloud. Today it becomes Docker oriented. So you can mark my word, next to 5 to 10 years, right? Docker going to play a crucial role. Docker going to play a crucial role. Fine. So next one is Terraform. It's infrastructure as a code. Using Terraform, right? You can automate the infrastructure. It supports multi-cloud. That is a plus point of Shikar Terraform. You can automate using AWS, Azure, GCP. Automation in the sense setting up the infrastructure basically. We can build your cloud infrastructure using the Terraform. Okay, that is the plus point about Terraform. After that, right, I'm going to show some of the real-time projects actually. Okay, the real-time projects in the sense this you can take it as an example. Okay, so the instances that I have prepared one architecture diagram for you. I've prepared one architecture diagram for you. This only one logo is missing. Give me a moment. I'll take it from internet or something like that. Okay, I'll explain you that architecture. AWS logo. I'll take on the AWS logo. Sorry, whatever. So whichever is convenient to you, you can take that. No issues. Okay, guys. So it's done. So what happened basically? Think about it. See, I use the AWS cloud, the entire platform, right, which has been developed using AWS cloud platform actually. Okay, so here you look at from the Jenkins, I've integrated with my GitHub action. So source code management of GitHub is all my source code in live project. I used to keep it in this repository. This is my source code storage, we can say. From here, my Jenkins will fetch all the data. In Jenkins, right, I'll be having a credential actually. We have a security manager in Jenkins. We'll store all the critical and crucial confidential username, password, and all set of credential. We will store it on this specific credential manager. So using the credential manager, whenever I need for my pipeline building purpose, whenever I need any sort of pipeline build or pipeline execution, I'll get the username password from this credential manager, secret manager. So Jenkins using this SSH agent, this is one of the plugin. Okay, using the plugin, the Jenkins will authenticate and authorize and interact with my AWS. These are the instances, right, as provisioned under AWS cloud. Okay, so this is a Docker host, this is a Kubernetes cluster, whatever it is, from my Jenkins, right, I'll be automating it. By setting this infrastructure, what is the advantage? If I have only one source, something like Jenkins, if I have only one source, something like Jenkins, the plus point is from here I would able to manage all those things. For this automation, for one-time implementation is enough. Once you have implemented, right, everything under our scope, everything under our scope. That is what the advantage is all about. Fine. All right, guys. So what I'm trying to mean, so now I'm going to show you some of the real-time DevOps project. Okay, I've categorized, right, both the tools actually. So if you take, there are certain tools which you can learn yourself. Yeah, of course, I'll share the materials and I can share you the documents and videos. Whatever the necessary things are needed, I'll be sharing you. Those things are AWS basics. Okay, you can learn. I'll categorize in two components. You can by your own, which doesn't need anyone's help actually. Okay, AWS basics, right? You can learn basics, you can Python basics. Okay, you can learn. So apart from that, tool called Ansible. Okay, those things you can learn. So what are the things you need support from my end? Okay, what are the tools you need support from my end? Those tools are something like, okay, Docker, Kubernetes, GitHub, Jenkins, and Terraform finally. Okay, these are the tools. It will be really good when you are learning with my support. It will be really good. That is even an action plan. Basic stuff you can learn by your own. It's not a big deal. I'll share you the required document and material, all those stuff, but these are the area, right? It will be really good if you can learn from my support. So even though you are learning these kind of tools, right, again, what I'm trying to mean, even though you are learning all these kind of tools, end of the day what happens, right? End of the day what happens, uh, if you are simply learning, yeah, you can even ask me, hey, Hari, these contents even available on YouTube and Udemy, right? What is the difference when I'm learning with you? So basically what happened when you are learning from YouTube and Udemy, of course you can learn it, there is no problem with that, but end of the day when you get a job, if you are go for attending any interview, right, your scenario will be looks like this. You know all the concepts, you know all the theories, but you're not sure how to apply in the real project. Even though you clear the interview, you get into a job, it will looks like this only. This scenario and this meme, right, totally applicable for you. So that is the reason I'm telling you all. So when you are decided to learn any kind of DevOps tools like that, right, you have to learn with the real-time project perspective. You have to learn with the real-time project perspective. So what is mean by real-time project perspective? So I have a separate document for that. Okay, this is my document. All right, this is my document. When you come down, so each and everything, right, we have made it with specific project use cases. See, one of my client BMW and to create and move their cluster application to Amazon EC2 instances. So AWS EKS cluster parts, they need a cluster with the below requirements. See, EKS cluster with the minimum 2 nodes, cluster maximum with the 5 nodes, something. When you work on a project, obviously your client will give the requirement, right? So that is what I am planning to have, right? So if you open this complete document, I'll share with you this document. So when you open this complete document, right, here I completely made up with multiple section with the multiple live project scenarios, multiple section with the multiple live project scenario. If you come down, right, you will also get Jenkins related stuff. Okay, so GitHub related stuff. So whatever I have mentioned here, right? Okay, whatever I have mentioned here with the support, I have simply planned around 25 hours of course. Okay, 25 to 30 we can calculate. 25 to 30 hours of course. Okay, I have planned for with all these tools with a real-time project scenario. So this course, right, somewhere consumed around Monday to Friday, basically Monday to Friday evening around 6 p.m. IST. I mean in the same timing, daily basis, 1 hour, 1 hour. Saturday, Sunday will be holiday. Saturday, Sunday will be holiday. This is my action plan basically. Okay, so in the batch rate, I'm good to go with the plan of 5 members. So who all eligible to attend the session? Okay, who all eligible to attend the session? No need to worry about, hey, I don't know anything in AWS Linux. No worries, I'll take care of prerequisites. There is no prerequisites. Only consider the eligibility. Okay, minimum you need to have 1 experience in IT in order to learn about these technology. To be honest, I'm telling. Second thing, recent day, last 2 year or 3 year or last 1 year, you didn't upgrade any of your technical knowledge. You are trying to upgrade it. You have enrolled for many courses, but you couldn't complete it. Such people, right? It's really needed for that. So any who really wanted to double your salary, actually, whatever the package series you are getting, you wanted to double your package. If you add all these peak DevOps tool into your profile, I don't want to tell actually your salary. It will be really good. You will get a very good job security. Just to open LinkedIn or Nakuri or wherever, update your profile that you already expertise on Docker and Kubernetes, GitHub, Jenkins, Terraform, all those things. There are huge, very huge job opportunities available for you. All right. So this is the action. So this is the action. So Sark is unmuted. So please don't unmute, guys. A huge background noise from here. All right. So this is the action plan. So each and every content, right? See Docker and Kubernetes, Jenkins, everything you are learning with a live scenario basis, live project perspective. Whatever you are getting into the live environment, you are getting it as a project, right? You'll be getting the same. So actually, for this, the entire batch, we have starting from tomorrow. We have a separate WhatsApp group. We are going to add 5 members in the group. This is the action plan for now. Apart from that, if you ask me, right, one more information about the fee structure of this course. So you can pay enrollment, first installment or enrollment, we can say. First installment, you can pay just 500 rupees as an enrollment fee. You can attend tomorrow's session, you can attend day after tomorrow's session. So by the way, you can, came to know how things are going on. You can analyze my quality of training. You can analyze my projects, whatever I'm showing to you. All those things, analyze it. Once you're good with that, then you can go for a next installment, second installment, or whatever you can plan according. Second installment, you can go and pay your remaining fee. Okay. So what about remaining fee? What is the actual overall course fee? Generally, if you go and check, outside people, they are charging up to they're charging you close to 15 to 20,000 rupees. Here the course fees is 8,999 only. We have some more discount. The overall course fee, I'm telling you. So this is the overall course fee. Okay, don't misunderstood. 500 plus 899, not like that is the overall fee. But however, now I'm going to I'm going to conduct some questions, some quiz based on that. If you already knows knowledge, right? The 5 member I told you, right? They are going to get flat, almost going to be 3,000 rupees voucher. If you want, you can apply it in this course. Okay, it's up to you. You can apply this in this course actually. So let's get started. So who are going to win this 3,000 rupees voucher? So if you are on the voucher, you can so 8,999 minus 3,000 will be applicable to you. Okay. So this is what basically, guys, about DevOps tools. These are the peak DevOps tools you should aware of. So end of the day, right? We'll make people will be familiarized with this particular pipeline. You will be able to set it up. This is the action plan. When you know this pipeline, right? If you go any interview, if you explain this process behind how you set up, how you implemented all this pipeline, multi-stage job, if you explain them, right, that will be really enough for you to cope up, and this will be really enough for you to clear your interview. Okay. Recently, anybody not attended, upgraded your technical knowledge or technical skill, make use of this opportunity. This is a great opportunity for you. Okay. Fine, guys. Now I'm going to start with the quiz. All right. I'm gonna share, some questions. So you guys need to answer for all these questions. So how many of you ready? So you need to send your answers privately to me. Okay. So I'll send hi message. Okay. So you guys can reply to me. You guys can reply to me. What if I'm see, don't ask any doubt or questions here. If you are ready to the quiz, just answer it. What if you are a fresher, mean what can I do? Okay, just wait it. If you are a fresher, you won't be able to, you are not eligible for this batch. Okay, so minimum for attending this, because everything I'm going with the real-time project scenario, you won't be able to understand it. Okay, if you are a fresher, please you can drop the meeting. Experienced folks, you can attend it, because I don't want to give any fake commitment. That's what I'm telling to you open. Okay, who are ready for the quiz? You can reply privately to me. I got reply from only Deepak. I got 2 response. If anybody sent message in your, I mean your answers, your general message, you can see. I want. See anybody, see you can take Suren DevOps. The someone guy who sent I want in everyone, right? If anyone send your answer in public, okay, so he will not be considered. He will be rejected from the 5 lucky winners. Okay, like these answer, because you have to convey your answer
Hari,
privately. Okay, so you can go
Hari,
on
it's
mute.
not only
You can go on mute. Okay, so basically, like Suren, if anyone sent the answers publicly, see, right? Just now, I want, someone sent like I want. Amris 5, someone. If anybody sent a message, everyone, your answers to public, right? You will not be eligible. I mean, you will be rejected from the voucher opportunity. Understood? So these are people who are listen, just to you. Fine. If you are sending me a general message putting in public, I don't mind. If you have any doubt or something, whatever. End of the session, I don't problem. But answers, Okay, answers are when you are sharing your contact details for after winning the voucher or things and stuff. You have to be send me the details privately, because if you correct tell the correct answer, there will be chances other people can follow you. So that is the reason I'm telling you all. All right. So fine, guys.